Hey friend, we're in Paris. I was originally supposed to land at like 3 p.m. I ended up switching flights, not my choice, but it was the best decision I could have made. I landed at 6:30 a.m., so I dropped off my bag somewhere, and now we're exploring my favorite city on earth. Right now we are in I think this is, I forgot which gardens it is, Jardin du Luxembourg. I've been wanting to call it Le Jardin Tuileries for the last 5 minutes and I forgot where I was. So in my usual fashion, I walked around for a bit until I worked up an appetite. I've been wanting to try Le Relais de l'Entrecôte for years. It's a French steakhouse that only serves one entree, steak with an infamous secret sauce and french fries. You can order your drink and you get bread and a small salad, and then you have the option of ordering your steak rare, medium, or well done. Now, I prefer medium well, but since that wasn't an option, I went with medium. I let you know what I thought about it in the next clip. It's not even 1 p.m. and I'm ready to tap out. I can't even speak straight. In the last at least 48 hours, sheesh, it's probably longer than that, but I haven't even slept a full 8 hours total in the last 2 to 3 days. So I'm exhausted. So as far as the steak freak go, they give you the bread, the salad. You get 2 portions of the steak and fries, which it's only 4 little strips of steak, so it's basically a medium-sized steak, but they split it into portions. I didn't think it was as flavorful as I assumed it would be. Like, even the fries, I had to put salt on them. I don't think I've ever had to put salt on fries, so I thought it was just okay, but I was really excited to try it, and I'm glad that I went. It also reminded me, I knew when she set that bottle of Evian down, I asked for still water. Unless you say tap water in so many different countries, they're gonna sit down a bottle of expensive water for you. Now I gotta find somewhere to go chill. I can't check in until 5, and like I said, it's not even 1 yet, but I'm gonna go sit down somewhere and relax. It's a tiny little studio, but surprisingly, it's not the smallest studio I've ever had in France. I'm exhausted. I wanted to go out tonight two options, like go to a show or go to this restaurant lounge place that I know of. I'm about to run to the grocery store and then come back and lay down. I am exhausted. My feet feel like they're about to fall off. I'm so tired from walking. And then I just checked in a little bit early, but who's gonna know? So I'll see you guys tomorrow when I'm heading out for the day. Good morning. I just stepped out to get a fresh baguette. Wow. My little walk made my watch think that I'm doing an elliptical workout. It was still warm when I got it. Now it's cooled off just a little bit. So yesterday at the grocery store, first of all, I walked for so long trying to find one because it was Sunday when I got here. They were all closed. They all close at like 12 or 1, and that's if they're even open. So finding one that was still open at 5 p.m. was a feat. And I didn't really have the taste for anything, nor do I really plan to be having any meals in here. I just want for when I do wake up very early, which today was like 7 something, and I decided to just get out of bed because I think I got enough sleep, even though I'm a little tired still. I just want to have something in here to like put on my stomach. I got some fresh squeezed orange juice and water and some yogurt. I think that's all I got. And then I got like a Coke to have on my walk home. I am very much a breakfast person, so I don't know how people do it that don't eat breakfast. Or I remember the last time I was here, my friend who lives here was like, oh, we just have some bread and butter or jam for breakfast. Like, no, I need breakfast. I need to feel full. My stomach already wants to start growling. So now I'm just gonna, oh, did I ever show you guys the view from the courtyard? So now I'm just gonna make my tea, have some juice, some yogurt, and I might polish off this whole baguette.
Lights out, I'm your favorite. Too many ways, been in your place, there's the layers. Add it up, plus sign, zeros on the table. Driving and vibing, bring the beat later. Wanna make it bigger, just a little bit of flavor showing up to my space.
It's a little afternoon. I finally left out. I tried to lay down, but I couldn't go to sleep. I'm going to try a food that I've never been interested in before now, and I hope it's delicious. This trip was about doing activities and trying foods that I never got the chance to, so I had to finally try Escargot. I expected to love it from everyone's description, so I headed to Escargot and ordered the house champagne and a serving of 6 pieces of escargot that came with bread for dipping in the extra juices. Y'all, they tried to get over on your girl because one of my shows had nothing in it, but I simply told the waiter and he brought me another. It's not expensive, but it's too much money to settle for 5 when I'm paying for 6.
Just being honest, what's the big difference? Yeah. And I've been feeling my own inertia. Just being honest, there's no difference. And more is okay. I don't want to just feel under these lucid dreams. I'm not just a visionary. It's all making sense to me. Not a basic, ain't no ordinary. Stay put, we gon' get higher. You're the product, I could be your buyer. Under these lucid dreams, I'm not thinking off my head, yeah. I'm just feeling lazy, just be honest, baby. We got different phases.
Okay, that was delicious, but it's probably only because it's a butter and garlic sauce, and I feel like that'll make anything taste delicious. But if it didn't have the sauce on it, I think it just wouldn't taste like anything. And I like seafood, like mussels and oysters, clams, so I'm not surprised that I liked it. Now we're off to the activity of the day, which is a perfume making class.
Give it all, take it all. I'm just feeling lazy, just be honest, baby. We got different phases. Give it all, take it all. 말리부 가서 한 잔에 좀 마시는
If you follow my blog at all, you'll know that I have a several years old post about fun and unusual things to do in Paris. I'll link it below. Some of those things I finally got to do on this trip, and one of the activities is perfume making. I was originally going to book a 2-hour class, but I honestly didn't want to spend 2 hours of this trip doing that. So thankfully I found this 45-minute class that came with a tour of the Fragonard Museum. Now, I went in expecting to make a perfume based on my favorite scents and notes. However, they provided head, heart, and base notes based on their Narcisse perfume, which is their perfume of the year, I think. This probably changes every so often, but these were our notes. There was a lot of citrus and some florals like jasmine and rose. Overall, it was a cool experience. I just would have loved to create something completely from scratch. Afterwards, we learned the history of perfume starting from ancient times, and I left with a Christmas gift for my mom. I hope she loves it.
Thank you, very active, because we have 3 ingredients, okay? 3 citrus ingredients. No? No. Bergamot? Bergamot, yes. Bergamot. Okay, so tangerines, bergamot. So where are you from, all of you? Boston. Boston. Nashville. New York.
I live in LA.
In LA?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Romania.
Romania.
Thailand.
Thailand.
New Jersey.
New Jersey.
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
We're in New York.
Great.
We're in the
New
city.
York. From different
I grew up in the
places.
Bronx. We're in the West Side. And then lived in Rockland for
Sorry?
a while.
Yeah. Almost come from the United States. Do you like Paris?
Yes.
I suppose you are a part of Paris.
Yes.
Yes. Also? Tomorrow, okay. 2 more days. 2 more days, okay.
We're here to Saturday.
Whoa.
Out Saturday, so that's fine. You?
I leave Wednesday, but I'll be back next week. I'll be traveling
So
around.
that's great.
Oh, I'm spilling it everywhere.
I've got no license left, cause I drove against red. This is how things go when I'm on the road. Drive like I'm all alone and think I run the show. Cause I got a lot to learn and to go somewhere. I need to do my prayers. I need to find out how I can give in to fate. Place my hands to pray, God will lead the way. Cause all shit smells worse in the summer. So free when I come through the gates. Hallelujah.
I just got in, about to crack open this bottle of wine. I forgot to say I bought this yesterday at the grocery store too. The shawarma place, I went there because it had like 4.4 or 4.5 stars out of 5. One of the reviews was like, oh, this is the best shawarma I've had in my entire life. So I'm like, I'm going there. Because I really wanted I wanted shawarma specifically, but something that tasted like a gyro. And I know why they had such good reviews. When I was checking out, the lady was like, did you like the food? And I lied and say, yeah. It wasn't disgusting, but it's not what I had my mouth set on. And it just wasn't well seasoned. But all the other ingredients were good. But she was like, did you like the food? And I was like, yeah. She was like, well, could you leave us a review? That's why they have so many reviews. Because they're asking for reviews. So I'm in for the night. What is that? I'm in for the night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. I have one activity on the books for today. but I'm about to walk to get some hopefully delicious food, and then we're gonna head to the other side of the city. Y'all, I don't know how I'm just discovering this place, but if you are at all interested in a chicken or a waffle, please run to Gumbo Yaya. I wanted to go twice, maybe even 3 times, but you'll find out later why I didn't make it back.
Yes to a family, yes to a remedy, yes to my legacy, yes to my enemies, yes to my sanity, yes to my bravery. Appreciate children, you're brilliant, you're winning. Saving me, pray for me when I'm going along to the gates. Hallelujah. This is my prayer. This is my prayer. This is my prayer. Jesus is my Lord. Jesus is my prayer. Jesus is my Lord. Yes, yes to life. Yes, I will.
That food was delicious. The chicken was breaded perfectly. Obviously, pieces of chicken are not as big as they are in the States, so it was more breaded than actual meat, but it was still flavorful. The waffle was good. It may rival one of my favorite chicken and waffle places in the States. I don't know. Oh, I forgot to mention that their operating hours do not match Google, but they do open at noon. From like on the wall they wrote from noon to 2:15, and then they open back up again later at night. Google says noon to 3, I think, but even if you get there on time, they might not be ready, so you're warned. I finally hit a semi-quiet area where I can talk to you guys. One thing that's been on my mind, when I first got here, I kept planning to buy a 3-day pass for the metro. And then when I went to buy it, it was €30. And I was about to pay for it, but then I was like, let me wait. Come to find out, I've only caught the train like 3 or 4 times since I've been here. And each ticket is $2.10. So that's next to nothing. I don't know, you have to be trying to catch the train every single destination that you want to go to, whereas I'm a walker. If it takes an hour and a half or less to walk there, I'm going to walk. Like, it just took me a little under an hour and a half to get from the 10th to the 14th. Now, speaking of where I am now, the tour I'm about to go on is a Catacombs tour, which is something I've always wanted to do. I think it's so, I don't know, cool is just not big enough of a word to know that at any point when you're walking through the city, you are walking above catacombs, possibly. And I just never ended up doing it. And then I was like, well, you're kind of disturbing the dead. Like, it's not cool, but I really want to do it. So I'm finally taking the time to do it. It's not a guided, I don't think it's a guided tour. I'm just getting the audio, so I guess I'll be walking through. There'll be plenty of other people, but I'll just be, solo walking through, listening to whatever the audio is saying. So we'll see what happens next.
I don't wanna be crazy no more. Every time I think you're gonna walk out of my door, I start to jump to the conclusion you don't love me no more. Babe, give me some to work with, can you just reassure me?
So if you're someone who may be claustrophobic, that tour may not be for you. Just going down that narrow spiral staircase may like set something off. And then also keep in mind that you then have to come back up a very narrow spiral staircase that seems like it's even higher than when we went down. So it's a doozy, but I mean, you can obviously take a break if you need to. Now, no clue where I'm off to. I think I'm gonna go find some dessert somewhere. The place that I wanted to go to is like all the way deep back into the city, like back by the Louvre, and again, I'm in the 14th, so that's a trek. But I need to head that way anyway, so that by the time it is time to go home, it won't be too far for me to walk.
Save you, baby girl.